Sorry. Yeah.
It's good.
I'm sure we all have it, but I would want us to quickly go through it so that next week we don't go through, at least we can walk on our legs. We still admit that it is still get together, and through the innovation of members and the suggestion by the late and coach, we are happy to say that there is going to be some little push from the FA as usual. Not give details. I'm sure in due course they will be giving the details. But I must also be quick to add that please don't. You are the reigning league champions. This is the Super Cup trophy. I think it is very feminine. It is very stylish and it is very feminine. It may not be huge, but I think for me it's
it is not a piece.
It is, and I am waiting to see who will be the first club to touch it come Saturday. And Saturday is going to be tough. It is immigration day. Sea Lion ladies. Everybody is asking who are Sea Lions. Last season they played under the name Bafana ladies, but the Hindu group have adopted them and decided to change the name, so they are now Sea Lions ladies. And their men are the arena sharks. So we have Sea Lions versus Holy Royal.
Sea Lioness.
And then Police Ladies versus Lady Strikers. Hazardous Ladies versus Armenia Ladies. So on March day 1, that kicks off on April 29th, April 30th. So we cannot give details. I'm sure in due course they will be giving the details. But I must also be quick to add that please don't let us count
the First Lady of the land, the Chief Justice, who is a lady. They are doing something positively to society. They are not doing anything.
Northern Zone have won one league title. So that is the so this is their first color. What we usually refer to as the home color or the home jersey. Ladies, the only team from the Upper West region to be playing in the league. The green is their first color or their home color. Then the pink is their second color or their away color.
They are doing something positively to society. They are not doing anything. Thank you, Madam President. My Vice Chairperson for the... I'm pleased to represent the FA President, especially to the women's football launch of the National Women's League Season 5. It's been our passion to see women's football get to this level. The sustenance of it is of importance, and as stakeholders, that is why we have gathered here to have the lunch today. Let me say that Season 4 has been exciting. We have all participated in it, and the FA will say that we commend the participating teams for a good job done, especially seeing the team from Techiman winning the trophy, that is Ambindakwan. And we also saw the knockout competition that was played and won by the police ladies. And so, before we kickstart Season 5, the FA approved for us to have a Super Cup, which is coming off on Saturday, 22nd of April 2017 at the Baba Yara Stadium. And the teams are Ambindakwan versus Police Ladies. It will be an exciting and a very competitive game that you all need to be there to watch and see things for yourself. And I also ask the media, who have always been helping promote women's football in our part of the country, to continue to do the job that they have been doing. I believe that with the Season 5, we are to launch it today, but we as stakeholders will be so proud to come shoulder high and say that we have done a good job when we play according to the rules and regulations and to the laws of the game. And that's why we can say that yes, indeed, we have come far, and this is how God has brought us. We can also make our brand very attractive by taking out hooliganism, things that are negative that will not help us promote our women, especially when we are trying to attract sponsorship for our women. Earlier on in our stakeholders meeting, we said that we need to attract women in authority so they can be able to do something for us. We all know that our players are doing something meaningful and contributing well to society. They are doing something positively to society. They are not doing anything negatively. So we as team managers, administrators, coaches should also do well to play our roles. And if we can be able to get the First Lady of the land, the Chief Justice, who is a lady, the chairperson for the Electoral Commission, and other people in authority to support women's football, then we must make sure we do our homework well. But I'm also calling on them to, at least with this medium, know that they have a cause and a role to play in developing and shaping our girls, especially for the national teams as well. Let me say that the FA will do all it can in its powers to make sure we sustain women's football. Colleagues from the media, fellow ESCO members who are here, participating clubs, I believe that what we need to know is that we have had 2 clubs joining the National League this season, which we have been made aware of, and that's Holy Royals from the Southern sector and Kumasi Sports Academy ladies from the Northern sector. We encourage them to give you competition that you, the winners, Ambindakwan and the other top teams, will run for your money. I think that we have to also commend the Women's League Board for doing a good job in trying to sustain. In every endeavor, there are challenges, and so we must brace ourselves for more challenges once we are growing. We used to crawl at a point in time, but now we have gotten to somewhere, and we pat the league board on their shoulders. And we also pat the clubs, the founders, the bankrollers who are also spending their money for doing a good job. We know God will replenish your stock one day. Ladies and gentlemen, we know there are exciting league seasons, and I know that 29th is going to start the league. But before we do that, we need to launch. And on that note, on behalf of the FA President, the entire members of the Executive Committee, and the staff of the GFA and all stakeholders, I want to duly declare the Season 5 National Women's League duly launched. Thank you.
Well, how will they? The young people will say, how will they?
The Women's League to A. I believe that we cannot give the details, but when the expo approves what the financial details in it, we'll make it aware.
Yeah.
Champions of champions are meeting on the 22nd. What should we expect?
Yeah, really, champions of champions are meeting 22nd, that is Saturday coming. And as the word goes, champions of champions, meaning the two teams are a very good side. So we need to play a very good game. And I will assure the fans that Saturday they are going to see a very good women's soccer.
The league has the league soon. It has the league. So how has preparation been? And how ready is your team to provide fans the exciting game we just spoke about?
Yeah, you know, the league has delayed, as you said. We know we are going to play champions of champions. So about 2 to 3 months now, we camp our players for these finals of finals. So I will assure you that for preparation, we've done very well by the help of the Inspector General of Police, who always come to our training ground to motivate the players. As I'm saying now, you will be coming this afternoon to watch our last training before we move tomorrow to Kumasi.
Oftentimes, just like you were saying, people come in to motivate the team. What does this actually do to the players?
Yeah, just in managing you a junior rank and the whole Inspector General of Police visiting you to see your welfare, to see what you need to make you or get the best from you. So you also give the best. Seeing the RJ alone is a motivation.
It is early days yet, but what will be the target for the players?
Yeah, I would say for winning, we are going to win, but I will not predict a goal. We are going to win, inshallah.
Okay, then touching on the league.
Yeah. Last year, we made a very little mistake. That's why we didn't take the league. We were second to Hasakes. So this year, we actually prepare for the league, that we are going to make it double. We are going to defend the FA Cup and then take the league as well.
You just mentioned you made a mistake. What was that mistake?
Yeah, we did not prepare very well during the early stages. Our pre-season wasn't the best. We realized it. So this year, as I said, we are in camp for the past 3 months.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
So your full name, sir?
Thank you. ASP Christopher Dake. Coach Dake.
Northern Zone have won 1 league title. So,
yeah, it's another opportunity for the teams, both Ampem Dakwa and then the police ladies, for a new coming season. And then it's another plus for both teams to have this competition play before we start another season. So we are going to give the fans a nice football. We are going to entertain them, and at the same time we are going to promote women's football on Saturday.
Last year, I was at Cape Coast to watch Ampem Dakwa play.
Yeah.
Quality football. I would want to see things.
It will be better than the one you saw at the last time. This one will be better than that, because now we have got another quality players to add to the team. So it means we are going to see more better than the last year's one. What I was doing that is we are preparing better. We are taking our training schedules seriously, because of this match we have changed our training schedules to the afternoon so that we face the hot weather. because as if we know that we are going to change the time for the match up to 1. So now we are free because of the weather that we have started training before it gets to this day. So we are going to beat them.
Let's zoom to the league. Are you defending the league?
We have just told all of them, all of the teams, that Ampem Dakwa is winning it on 5 occasions before we will leave it for somebody. We are winning it on 5 occasions before we'll give it to somebody.
What is the magic you're going to carve out to win a 5 consecutive? Because I can remember last year, Northern Ladies were so good, and they lost the 6 points due to hooliganism.
The reason is this: we have the youngest team in the whole, among all of the teams. We are the youngest team. We have the quality players. We have girls who know how to play, and they understand themselves. They take the instructions. It means we are going to win. Thank you too. You are welcome, my brother.
Kumasi Sports Academy.
Kumasi Sports Academy.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah, we are a newly promoted side for this season 5 Women's League in Ghana. We are also training very hard so that we can give a good game for this season.
As a newly promoted club,
Yep.
what is your target?
My target is to, first and foremost, to stay on the league log when the league ends. Because the Northern Zone, the teams there are not easy. And for the past 3 years, Oforikrom came and they went back. Dreams FC came and they went back. And last season, Subayo Ladies also came and went back. So we don't want to follow that suit. So we are doing everything, our possible best, so that we remain in the league. And I'm telling you that we are calm and we are coming to stay.
You just mentioned you are doing everything to remain in the league.
Yeah.
What are the things you are doing?
Training, and all the logistics that will help us to prepare the ladies so that they can also play the game for us and then win matches for us.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Now, women's 5th season league final launch. You mentioned the vision is so huge. What are we doing to ensure that this vision becomes a reality?
Well, we take it a day at a time. As I said, when we started 5 years ago, in 2012, there were many people who didn't believe that we would reach this far because, it was an uncharted territory. There was no financial support whatsoever for the clubs. And so everybody was saying that it wasn't possible. But I think that we also, out of the passion that the board members had and the support we had from the FA, we were able to start. And here we are, season 5. The vision is huge, but definitely, like I said, with the determination and the support that we get always from the GFA, we would be able to achieve that vision. For us, ultimately, it is for the clubs to also be able to proudly compete and make sure that women's football is sustained. And once that is achieved, we are happy about it. The Super Cup is being instituted as the curtain raiser for the new season. It's the first time it's being played. There's a trophy, and if I know the hunger and the test of these two sides, definitely it's going to be a very competitive game. Interestingly, it's the first time the two sides are ever meeting. I mean, since women's football was instituted, it's the first time they are clashing at any level at all. So that rivalry will be established. That desire to be the first to claim the trophy will be there. And so it will also give us a preview into what the season is going to be like, because their preparation and what they're putting on Saturday will give us a prelude to what to expect of them this season. Well, I think that every year or every season, the FA does what it can. Apart from picking up the bill for the officiating officials, the FA also supports the clubs with something, significant. I think last season, each club got 6,000 cedis or so. Besides that, there is also the FIFA equipment support. FIFA brings all kinds of equipment, footballs, jerseys, shin guards, training boots, and all that for the clubs, which we also give to these clubs. So For now, that is what we get. But I must say that we would have loved it if we had complete sponsorship, where the clubs will get something more substantial to be able to cushion them, especially when they have to travel for their away matches.
You mentioned that it is a brand, but unfortunately we're not able to see the club showcase what they will wear for the season. Is this a worry?
I think that there was a miscommunication somewhere. Each season, we indeed allow them to bring their jerseys plus players to showcase their wares. What they normally do is that they register their colors with the FA. So perhaps they thought it was enough for them to have brought us the colors instead of bringing the actual jerseys. It's not a worry because we already know what the steps are. We know what the rules are in association football, and when the time comes, they will play by those rules.
You touched on playing on grass pitches. What will be the punishment for clubs if they fail to honor this?
You won't even be allowed to play on the pitch at all. It has not been passed, so you cannot show up on that pitch. Because what we did was that we allowed each club to submit their home venues. And then based on the venue you submitted, the club licensing board went around to inspect it. And once you didn't pass the inspection test, it means that you are not allowed to play on that pitch.
On the Ghana Premier League, the club licensing board has so many pitches. But when we saw them on television,
Yes, and that's why I'm saying that we know some of the pitches ourselves. So we also make sure that if those pitches were there, they didn't pass at all. So today at the stakeholders meeting, the clubs were worried because they claimed that the pitch managers are taking too much money from them. Unfortunately, we can't do much about it. We would have to find a way around it, perhaps appeal to the Ghana Education Service and allow them to use these pitches, especially those in the schools, to use it and probably pay half of the amount they would be charging so that we can play, because if you play on grassed pitches, you enjoy the game better. Your players also avoid unnecessary injuries, and you see a beautiful game, especially for those who can't be at the stadium but would have to watch it on TV. It's a good side for them. But if we play on the grassless pitches, nobody wants to watch football on grassless pitches, and that is a turn away for most people, and even our prospective sponsors. Well, I think that after 5 years, we still say that we haven't gotten the full support of Ghanaians. Last season, we saw what the under-20 women, the under-17 ladies, as well as the Black Queens went to do in their respective international assignments. It is from this level that these players are unearthed and groomed. If we want to see more, we want to see women's football, Ghana women's football at the highest level, it is for us to participate, get involved, and support them at the club level. What do we do at the club level? You adopt a team in your community. Techiman has adopted Ampem Dakwa, and so the whole of Techiman supports Ampem Dakwa. You go to Accra, police ladies, is the police community, the entire police community supporting them, is the entire immigration team supporting the immigration ladies. This is how we do it, so that together, if each community supports a team in the community, we can come together, and then at the national level, it becomes a beneficial to all. You don't need to be physically present. Probably water, anything that you think can support or cushion the clubs, let's go and support them by donating such things to them, so that they can also be encouraged and motivated to give up their best and make the league interesting and enticing. Thank you for having me.
Expect a wonderful performance from us. Last season, nobody knew about us. We came in as the debutants and we beat everybody in our zone. They were surprised. We nearly won the league, but we had these actions against us, and then we lost 6 points, and that made Ampem Dakwa to win the league. And they know it's this year, without any issues from supporters, we are going to win the league.